Hey guys, welcome back to Aviassembly. Today we need to figure out what missions we actually have left to complete and get them all completed. Again, this is actually my prop-only playthrough. We don't currently have any jet engines, and we've managed to do a bunch of the speed missions. Delivering things like, what actually do we need to deliver? Delivering things like what are they called? Syringes. Yeah, syringes. And stuff like that. What we're going to do today is we're going to design a brand new aircraft. We're going to deliver 5 chips, 3 ice, and we're also going to deliver chemicals and whatever this place needs. 2 titanium, 2 lead, and 30 water. In fact, how about we do that mission first? Alright, so edit the plane. Let's go ahead and delete that completely. Yes, we're going to use the DC-4 cockpit or DC-6, whatever you want it to be, and we're going to build an electric one of these, because why not? So, there's 100 right there. Let's go ahead and shove this guy in the back. We're going to zoom this backwards a good bit, and we're going to squidge it quite a lot. There we go, squidged. Very nice. Let's go ahead and move this guy upwards to there, and then we're going to zoom it backwards a little bit like this, I guess, and I'm going to squidge that a little bit. And I'm also going to move that bit upwards. Por favor. There we go. I could have just done it all with one piece, but never mind. In fact, let's just go ahead and do this. Okay. Currently, 238 storage. That seems pretty nice. Let's add the wings to this and see if we can make it work. In fact, a singular wing might be kind of fun. So, mirror, bosh that onto there. We're going to shove this guy onto the front. We're then going to move it backwards. Bosh! And we're going to essentially build loads of these wings on the side of this. Alright, there we go. There's a bunch of wings added. That is very nice. We're going to go with a... You know what? Because I want it to be kind of speedy, we're going to go with just these guys on the back. That looks kind of insane, but sure, we'll go with it. And then we need engines. Now, what I'm going to do is, because we have 14,500, is we're going to add our engines like this on the ends of the wing. I know it's insane, but we're essentially going to do it the way we did it before, where we put them inside of each other, and that should be pretty awesome. So there we go, 3 on each wing. I think that's fine. It would be nice if I moved them all inwards, but I'm not going to. Anyway, from there we now need landing gear, so let's go ahead and shove this one at the front. I'm going to move it upwards slightly. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to add some on the wings, which are going to be like these guys back here. Okay, is that even going to be good? No, that's not even going to work. A few of you guys actually really want me to add the wing, landing gear onto the wings out here. So that's what we'll do with this plane. How about that? There we go. All right, I'm going to move this one up slightly. Where's the floor? This is how you know whether the front landing gear is lower than the rest of it. If the floor moves, then it is below. If the floor doesn't move, it is above. Okay, there we go. I think this plane's actually somewhat ready. What we'll do first, though, is we'll actually add a bunch of big batteries, because we can afford to, and we'll go from there. So there's 4, and 6, and 8. There we go. Yeah. All right, now we've made it to this point in the video, I wanted to ask you guys a question. What is your favorite cargo plane in the world? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, guys, we're in. We are in, and we need to fly and deliver water and titanium and lead to this guy. Let's go. Straight up in the air. Very nice. This thing isn't actually that fast. Yeah. Another thing that I'm going to mention as well is I've turned off flight assist. So flying is actually a lot more natural. Kind of nice. It is kind of nice. It's way nicer. Anywho, we're going to land down here. I forgot that I needed, whatchamacallit? What's it called? Parachutes to slow down. It would be nice if we had some. But never mind. Reverse thrusters, yes. We just lagged out a little bit, but that's fine. Oh, this is 250 to load lead. There's going to be a lot of flying if I need to do this. Yikes. All right, coming in for landing again. Let's do this. Here we go. Close the throttle completely and land it on the runway. There we go. If we can slow down before the end, that would be amazing. Yes. Okay. Right, so they need another titanium, they need another lead. I think it would actually be really cool if we built an aircraft with 1,000 capacity in this career mode. So that's what I'm going to do now. There we go, guys. We're using the same cockpit we had earlier, but we have made a guppy or a beluga, as you can see. What we're going to do is we're again going to be adding 1,000,000 of these delta wings, because we need this thing to have so much lift. And unfortunately, right now, it really doesn't have much. So let's go ahead and just shove 1,000,000 of these guys on here. Try and make sure that we've got, like, I don't know, at least 10 on each side, I guess? And then we'll try and take off with it and see if we can actually fly. To be fair, we're also going to have to add engines to this, and we're going to have to add landing gear. So there's quite a lot to do still, but we'll see what we can do. All right, there we go. There's quite a lot of wings right there. I'd really like to actually do this and move this guy inwards slightly, please. There we go. That would be awesome. Okay, kind of nice. We're going to add another wing, actually, onto this piece. And I think if I move it forwards enough, it should look okay. Yeah, we're going to bring it to there, and that's fine. I mean, the wings look a little bit odd, but that's okay. All right, so from here, what are we going to do? Well, landing gear needs to be beefed up big time. So we're going to shove those guys on there. All right, good. We got beefy landing gear. We have a beefy aircraft. Now we need beefy engines. So, how much money have we got left over? Not very much. Oh, not very much at all. I don't know if this is going to work. So the weight of this is 1.5. Thrust is 15. Thrust is 20 on this, but it's 2. And its electricity consumption is still 1. Okay. Okay. We can't really have them showing. No. We can't, but my idea is not going to work, but we'll see. Here we go. So 1, right there. 2, right there as well. All right. Again, there's actually going to be no drag on these guys, and we can only have 3. I don't know if this is going to be able to get in the air. And obviously in real life, you wouldn't want your engines like this anyway, but this isn't real life, so who cares? All right, let's see what happens with this. I don't think we're going to be able to do it, but we'll see. Let's go. All right. Oh, yeah. Actually, we're going to run out of electricity too, aren't we? Oh, boy. We're up to 30. Speed. We're up to 40. Do we have enough lift to take off is the question. The answer? No. Idea, though. Idea. We're going to get rid of this wing on the back. These two. Because, really, we don't need them. So get rid of those. And I'm actually going to get rid of this guy as well. I'm going to move this guy forwards to there. And we're going to, hopefully, add another engine. Okay, where is it? There it is. Shove this guy onto here like this. Shove the engine up into there like that. Okay, 4 engines on the back. No tail whatsoever. Let's go. Come on. I don't know if this is going to be able to fly. I mean, it really should not. Oh. I mean, maybe if it's just a car? Maybe if we just drive to where we need to go? Maybe that'll be fine. Somebody did want me to do that a while ago. I don't know if that person still watches. But that's a cool idea. Right, yes, we're doing it. It's no longer going to be an aircraft. It's not going to be an aircraft anymore. We don't need wings or anything like that. We just need it to be 1,000 capacity. That's it. All right, so close this off like that. Shove it upwards at the back. There we go. All right, so we'll have our capacity that we need, which is going to be 1,000. That's fine. There we go. We're almost at 1,000. Bosh. 1,001. Okay. Landing gear. Delete this guy at the front. It's unnecessary. We're going to need quite a few of these guys. And what I'm going to do... I say quite a few. I'm actually going to line them up like this. So there's 2. We're going to have another set actually further back. So if we grab this, move it backwards quite a bit. and then upwards. Alright, then upwards with this guy, and upwards with this guy. There we go. They're somewhat level, kind of. Kind of. Hopefully that'll keep us stable, although I'm looking at it and I don't think it will. So what I'm going to do instead is angle it off to the side just a little bit. Oh, I say just a little bit. Actually, maybe 45 degrees is fine for this? I don't know. I mean, I've never done it before. Alright, cool. And you know what? We might as well have them, like, spaced out a bit. Good. Right. 1,000 capacity right here. We currently weigh 102. And our fuel is really bad. But that's okay. So, engines. We're going to grab some of these guys, and we're going to shove them on the back. So, there's 2, 3. How much money have I got left over? Enough for at least 2 more of these guys. We got 5 engines on the back. Okay. Battery, where you at? I've got enough for 1 big battery. Let's lower it down and in, and let's see what happens. I mean, it's stupid. It is stupid. And actually, even without wings, it still almost wants to fly, but it's not quite there. Alright. It's a bit wibbly wobbly. Whoa! It just tipped over. Why did it do that? Get back on your... right, okay. Hang on. Back to base. We need to do a little bit of a makeover here. We have 300 left over. Right. Okay. Hopefully that provides a little bit of stability. I don't think it will, but maybe it will. Alright. Okay, so we want to go this way. And we want to do a delivery, please. Can it fly? No. No, it can't. However, if we get to little bumps and stuff, I think we're going to be fine. So, here's a little bump. Yeah, it goes down. No, maybe not. Yeah, as long as I'm careful, we will make it. But it's no longer a plane. It's just a truck, essentially. I need to be very careful here, not to tip over or anything. Power up the hill, come on. We need more power. Yes! Yes! We've built a truck in Aviassembly. Awesome. Guys, I might have crashed. It does say I've crashed. Right, okay, that was a stupid idea. I know that it's... whatever. It doesn't matter. We're changing the plane again. Sorry, there's been a change already. We've already done a change, but now we're doing another one. Okay. Instead of 1,000, maybe we can just go with 500. Okay, because 500 is still quite a lot in the grand scheme of things. So we're gonna go with that. Okay, bring it backwards to here. That's fine. Shove this guy in here. Bosh it backwards loads. Okay. Is 500 still gonna be like a pain in the butt to get to? That's almost 500, but we're squidging this. Yeah, we squidged it, so we actually took some off. That's fine. But actually, we can unsquidge some of it. There we go. Unsquidged a bit of it. 423, that's fine. Let's go with 515. Okay. Right, that works. Alright, I changed it up a little bit, but that's all fine. Right, so, what are we doing? Delta Wings. Instead of pushing them into each other this time, what I'm going to do is add some Delta Wings. I am going to push it in a little bit, but I'm going to try and line up these pieces right here a little bit better. There we go. And then I'm going to add another, probably just 1. Maybe 2. Alright, so shove that guy onto there like that. That's good. And then, yeah, 1 more. Why not? There we go. Shove this guy into here. Bring it forwards. Awesome. Okay, so those are going to be our wings. We're going to shove a Delta Wing, one of the smaller ones, on the back end like so. And then we're going to shove the engines, where I had the engines last time, on the other plane. Which are going to be right here. So there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And can I afford 2 more? I actually can, but I won't be able to afford landing gear. Landing gear is kind of important. How important is landing gear? I can afford 1 big one. That's it. Oh, maybe 4 of these. That's not a good idea. Just delete one of the engines. Okay. 2,600 is the amount of money we have. Gonna shove that guy out there. And I'm actually gonna shove one of these solidly in the center. And I'm gonna move it up. There. Okay. Let's go! This is gonna be the plane that we use to do the mission. It'll be fine. Okay, cool. Takes off. It works. We don't have any extra batteries or anything like that, but honestly, these engines are really efficient anyway. We don't seem to need them. Alright, here we go. I, again, forgot to add a parachute. Parachutes are one of the most important things in this game. However, it's generally for timed things. And because we're not timed right now, this is fine. Okay, load cargo. We need one of these. No, wait, do I need 2? Yeah, okay. Load cargo, 2 of these. Let's try and take off with that. I feel like that might be a pain. We might not even be able to do it. Dodge the tree? If we can lift off with this, I was gonna say, I would be surprised. Woo! Okay, I need to deliver it. And he's delivering to here. Wait. What? Did I grab the cargo? I did. I have 2 lead. I'm really confused now. These need delivering. Ah! Come on! Yeah, here we go. Cut the throttle. Glider in. Beautiful. I was gonna say beautiful. That was horrible. Landed, though. And delivered. Thank you for the lead. Awesome. Yeah, that works. We can now afford another engine if we wanted one. I don't want one. Okay, what else does it need? It needs titanium and it needs water. Alright, we can do that. Okay, so we landed. That's good. We're going to refuel, and we're going to load cargo, 1 titanium. Okay. How much space does that leave me with, then? Actually, a lot. So now what I'm going to do is fly out and get water. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that I'm doing it this way, but let's see what happens. So we don't have to fly very far to get here. Alright, we're already in the air. Very nice. And then how much water does it need? 30. Interesting. So I believe with this 1 aircraft, we can actually do this mission. That is, if we can actually get this back into the air once we fully load it. Because that is going to be the problem, I feel. Alright, here we go. Reverse thrust! Yep, load cargo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... Whoop. Okay, so now we got 30 on board. Let's go. I now need to fly out there and deliver it. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of scooting through here. These electric engines are actually so good. Alright, we did bounce off that hill there, but we are fine, and we are flying. Okay, turning into this landing. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We're going to lose a lot of altitude doing that, apparently. Alright, I need to turn around. My turning circle ain't great in this thing. Oh. Okay, I haven't actually really had this problem before in this game. Lining up a runway is not something that I've struggled with. But, it's fine. As soon as you land on the ground anywhere, you can just turn. And then you can deliver it. There we go. Full mission delivered in 1. I mean, I say that. I already delivered 1 titanium and 2 lead. But that's fine. It's fine. So, this has been delivered. We then need to deliver the water, which has been delivered also. Very good. 1,000 coins for that. Yes! And then what do we need? Thank you for the supplies. Here's 60 scrap. Woo! Look at that. Beautiful. Yep. Nom 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 nom. And then what? Please transport dangerous radioactive material here. Okay, so that is actually the final mission in the game that it's just asked me to complete. No. We're gonna deliver the chips. We need to deliver ice. And then we need to deliver the radioactive waste to complete this game. Oh, we also need to deliver chemicals down there as well. So let me do that first. Let's take this back to our base. We're going to add some jet engines. I say some jet engines. We're going to add some engines. These guys. Electric engines. There we go. And we're also going to add some parachutes. Yes, parachutes is what we need. So we're going to just chuck a parachute behind that like that. I know it's stupid, but it is a thing. Let's go. Alright guys, we're coming in hot and heavy. Actually, no, hot and light. That's fine. Honestly, I haven't... wait, actually, I don't think I've added any electricity to this. I don't believe there are any batteries inside of here, but I could be wrong. Anyway. These guys need something? What do they need? Okay. They need 7 chemicals, 30 water, and 33 titanium. However, we need to deliver some chips, and I believe it's 5. So let's go deliver these. I forgot how many missions there were, actually, on this island. There's quite a few. Alright, here we go. So we're going to come in with this and deliver the chips. Almost just died to a cactus. Alright, there we go. We're down on the ground, so chips will be delivered. We got so much money. You get loads of money at this point in the game, don't you? It's pretty crazy. Anyway, that's all good. And then we need to deliver what else here? 3 ice. Oh, man, that's all the way down there. That's pretty crazy. Then we need to do 3 titanium to there. And then we need to deliver the radioactive waste to here. And we've completed the game. That's it. That is all. So, we need to go get the ice. And then we need to do the chemicals, the water. Alright, you know what? How about we do that next time? We're going to build a new plane to go get the ice. It's going to be a fast one. It doesn't need to be fast, actually, because weirdly, ice isn't one of the timed challenges, which is really strange. Wait, ice isn't, is it? I don't believe ice is timed anyway. But yeah, we'll build a new aircraft for that, and I think it'll be kind of fun. And then I think we'll complete the game next time. But anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.